We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Dylan Cease, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You'd think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Up next for the Rays, Brandon Lowe. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First of three here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike one. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. And the leadoff man is gone to start the evening.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Standing in now, Austin Meadows. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He'll enter play down at an even 240 for the year. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. Line drive base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Striding in, Hunter Renfroe. And he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1 for count.
Comes set with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Number 25 stands in as he looks at a called strike. Meadows, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Runner back safely. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for Tampa. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. Brent Honeywell gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Ready now for the White Sox, Yoan Moncada, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Struck him out.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Into the box now, Luis Robert, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Now a curveball misses inside. 1 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit in the air to right field. Meadows moving back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third.
Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, you know I'm going to be watching Yasmani Grandal pretty closely. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Ground ball left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Martinez. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Martinez.
First offering on its way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Skied into very shallow right. Kepler is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
The first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Adames.
So a runner on first with one out now. And up next will be Willy Adames. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's a ball.
And this is off the corner and low, ball one. Runner goes for second. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Moncada fields it cleanly. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Here now is Mike Zunino. He homered in the series finale back on Sunday. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino. Zunino is considered one of the best defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praise for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers have made it clear that his presence back there adds a level of comfort that not many others can replicate.
And Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold Glove.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Rays strand just the one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Eloy Jimenez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The windup and the 0-1.
That's the ball. Look out, 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Up next for Chicago, Jose Abreu. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set. Here it comes.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Nobody out, runner on first. 2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Batting fifth, not shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Coming to the plate now, Tim Anderson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. With runners in scoring position this season, Anderson is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is a norm for this ball player.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Looked like the screwball there. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. Bottom of the second here with no score. One and 2 to the White Sox catcher.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. White Sox leave 1. Will move to the third with no score. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as Kevin Kiermaier settles in to start the inning. Here's the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Two 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
That's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
To the plate now, Brandon Lowe. A runner at first with no outs here. Kiermaier's running. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Now the 1-1 pitch is fastball taken high for a ball. A runner at second, nobody out. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Yep, 3-1.
There's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Austin Meadows. A base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. And he takes ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. First and second here with nobody out. Two balls and 2 strikes now. Fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Now a drive by Renfroe. This is hit well out to left. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year as the Rays have opened up a 3-0 lead.
The body language from this hurler right now isn't the best. You can tell that he's struggling a little bit. And he laid one right down the middle right there, and he paid the price for it. That was a bomb.
At the plate, number 25. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looked like a breaking ball that time, but it never came back down.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3 runs already home here. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul. 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled off. The 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jose Martinez. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch.
Ball 1, no strike.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Moncada has it in time to first, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Ji-Man Choi. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope, outside.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Here it is, the 3-0 is in there for strike 1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Now at the plate, Willy Adames. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. One more look at the big blow for the Rays. A 3-run home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's now 3-0 Tampa. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the White Sox are back in it. It's a 3-1 ball game.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
So now to the plate, Nick Madrigal. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. The average for him at 267 on the year. 1 home run and 14 driven in. Now the 1-0. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
So here's Yoan Moncada as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball one. First time up, he went down looking. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box, Luis Robert. And she'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Nobody out, runner on first. There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
The 2-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. One out here in the Chi Sox third, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Still only one out in the inning. One and one the count. Has a look. Now the pitch. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
2-2 to Jorge Soler. And he fouls this one off. The count is full. 3-2 to the White Sox DH.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
'50th pitch of the game on its way. Popped him up. Choi moving to his left. And the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So here's Mike Zunino. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino.
Ball, that's upstairs.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Set to deal on 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up?
Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Digging in, Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey! That's kept 1-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
A full count to the Rays center fielder. Brandon Lowe is on deck. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Brandon Lowe. Here comes the first pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. So far on the year, Lowe is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. In there, strike two. Lowe, a 25-year-old. He's in his third season as a major league player. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 1-2. Line drive, base hit to right. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. A swing and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. And there's one away.
I can tell you from experience, bases loaded, nobody out, and you get an infield pop-up, that feels just as good as a strikeout. And now he's just a double play ball away from getting out of this mess.
So it's bases loaded, one away, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball looked at here for strike one.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Down and away, ball one. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Here now the 2-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game.
Those are the ones you remember right there, Dan. That's his 4th RBI of the night, and that doesn't happen often throughout the course of the season.
And you know, as a pitcher, you see what this guy's been doing. You know, he's having a good night. He's a tough guy, and he's a tough guy to pitch around. Some nights you just have to tip your cap. A pretty good night. 4 ribbies in this one here.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Michael Kopech answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. In now, number 25, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Kopech is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hitting.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Rays will settle for just the one. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rays lead it 4-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Settling in now, Jose Abreu. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul. The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Andrew Kittredge takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 36, Andrew Kittredge.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. There goes the runner. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. And they won't even attempt to run on that arm in right, so despite the runner moving on the pitch, it'll wind up first and second here.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Max Kepler, he went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled away. Here's the 1-2. And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now batting, second baseman.
Into the box now, Nick Madrigal. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 0-1 on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The batter, the third baseman.
That ball wasn't hit all that hard, but it had base hit written all over it until the infielder made a nice diving stab on that one.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yoan Moncada. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. He's set and the pitch. The 1-0 home. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Sox get 3 thanks to this 3-run home run. We're through 4. It's now 5-4 Chicago. Striding in once again, Jose Martinez. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Jose Martinez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. That misses 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Three and 0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over. Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Stepping up now, Ji-Man Choi. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Stepping in now, Willy Adames, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Runners going. Softly hit out toward short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
The catcher.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Standing in now, Mike Zunino. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
The next 3-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Kiermaier, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Bounce towards the second baseman. Knee high, he barehands it. Hey now. Rays strand a pair. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Set now for the bottom of the 5th. Into the box, Luis Robert. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's out.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Soft liner towards first, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Up next to the White Sox.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. That pitch is out.
One out, nobody on. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Outside, 2-1. Hit to third. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eloy Jimenez. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Nope.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Jose Abreu would be next. The 3-1. Fouled off. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Down in order go the White Sox. They hold on to a 5-4 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started. So striding forward now, Brandon Lowe. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted the other way out to left center. Waiting on it is Jimenez. 1 out.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Austin Meadows. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Ball, that looks good.
Fouled away. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Down in order go the Rays. And the deficit holds at 5-4. So here's Jose Abreu.
Leading off for the White Sox, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
First offering on its way.
Ball one.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Fouled off. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 home, and he fouls this one off. Lifted down the line in left, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and no one can get there. He'll try it again. He'll try again. 1-2. Now a ground ball and a chance for Adames at short, and that's the second out. So striding in, Yasmani Grandal. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him. If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
Chopper down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They lead it 5-4. Drew Pomeranz comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, number 25. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Moncada over to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jose Martinez. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. This is line to left. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Into the box now, Ji-Man Choi. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat.
At the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. 2 out, nobody on. All even now, 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Robert is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Still down a run. It's 5-4. Diego Castillo gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Diego Castillo.
Max Kepler will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah.
Castillo, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Got him.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
At the plate, Nick Madrigal. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Renfroe will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes, the count to Yoan Moncada. 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the 3-0 offering. And this is taken for a ball. He walked him, and the Sox had themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
In now, Luis Robert. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him, and it's now 7-4.
Oh, that swing has to feel good right there. If you look at the numbers, this guy does not give up many long balls. To take him deep in this spot certainly is huge.
In now, Jorge Soler. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. One and one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the White Sox 7, the Rays 4. Raisel Iglesias has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 29, Raisel Iglesias.
Ready to begin the 8th. Standing in, Willy Adames. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitch or a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Now the 2-0.
Ball, that's low.
Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hard hit ball to short. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Now at the plate, Mike Zunino. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And it's fouled away. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So here's Kevin Kiermaier. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Popped him up. Moncada in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The White Sox lead this one 7-4. Oliver Drake is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 47, Oliver Drake.
Now at the plate, Eloy Jimenez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batter.
Stepping into the box, Jose Abreu. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drake, 33 years old. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in, Tim Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kiermaier giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They hold a 7-4 lead. Alex Colomé takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 48, Alex Colomé.
All set to start the ninth in this one. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brandon Lowe.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Shot back up the middle. And a great start to the ninth as this ought to be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
At the plate now, Austin Meadows. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Colomé, a 6'1" right-hander. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way down the first baseline. Here's the 0-2. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Robert is right there, one down. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. So digging in now, Hunter Renfroe, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First offering on its way. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
So here's the cleanup hitter, number 25, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch coming, here it is. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away. So he waited till the ninth inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Into the box, Jose Martinez. 1-0 the count. From the stretch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Yeah, he does surrender one run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
7-5, tonight's final. Chicago took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Michael Kopech earns his third win of the year in relief. Alex Colomé closes the door for the save, his sixth. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight.